Hey there, all my cool ats and borough adjacent. Welcome to the Attleboro Music Box. This is our seventh episode. We come to you live, courtesy of DoubleACS, every Friday at 6 p.m. And we are available for all musicians to write in and let us know that you want to be part of Attleboro Music Box. Tonight, we have three awesome musicians that I'm so happy to bring to you to get your Friday off to a really good start. You know, we're 6 o'clock, we're the early show. Maybe you're watching this on demand. So I hope you're already enjoying your Friday and weekend. But without further ado, let's get into some good music. So, next or first on Attleboro Music Box, we have Gray Bouchard, who is a singer and songwriter and frontman for the garage rock band Salem Wolves, as well as his solo project, Gray Bouchard and the Dedications. His latest record with the Dedications, Love in the New World, came out in February of 2020 and is available now everywhere where streaming music is. They've also been doing some really awesome, fun covers on Facebook that you should check out. So, here, without further ado, is Gray Bouchard.
Thank you, Jax. Thank you, DoubleACS, for having me. So this one is a Salem Wolf song. It's called Reckless and Ready. Never thought I'd hold a gun, now it's in my hands. I thought I'd feel like rolling thunder, hot death on my command. Instead it feels like acid rain, falling on us all the same, calling the righteous and reckless by their name. I didn't know a good night's sleep till I went straight. I slept in bathtubs and on balconies, anywhere I was out of the rain. No one to point the finger, all power, no restraint. Oh, I knew the reckless and ready by their names. Will someone just let me in? Oh, you got off easy when they told you to hit the floor. You were the first one out the door. Now you can't stop running anymore. I didn't fight the rising tide till I got made. Listless in my luxury, I didn't have a reason to stay. I felt just like a vampire, I was thirsty for the light of day, calling the reckless and ready by their names. Oh, will someone just let me in? Oh, you got off easy when they told you to hit the floor. You were the first one out that door. Now you can't stop running anymore. I called out all the cowards in this place. I woke up hours later, dry blood upon my face. I dreamed I was a bullfighter and you were there in my way, saying be reckless but be ready all the same. Oh, stop running anymore. Thanks, guys. So, while I'm retuning this for a moment, this one's a cover. I've been pretty obsessed with this young lady lately. Her name is Phoebe Bridgers. She has an album out that is genius called Stranger in the Alps, and she has another one coming out which is called Punisher, which is even more awesome, it seems like. And this one is off that new one, and it's called Kyoto, and it goes like this. Day off in Kyoto, got bored at the temple, looked at the 7-Eleven. The band took the speed train and went to the arcade. I wanted to go, but I didn't. You called from a payphone, yeah, they still got payphones. They cost $1 a minute to tell you're getting sober. You wrote me a letter, but I don't have to read it. I'm gonna kill you if you don't beat me to it. Dreaming through all the Tokyo skies, I wanted to see the world. Then I flew over the ocean. Then I changed my mind. Woo! Sunset's been a freak show on the weekend, so I've been driving to suburbs to park at the Goodwill and stare at the chemtrails with my little brother. He said he'd call on his birthday. You're off by like 10 days, but you get a few points for trying. Remember when you got that truck fixed, when you let us drive it? 17 just felt like flying. I don't forgive you, but please don't hold me to it. I was born under Scorpio skies. I wanted to see the world through your eyes until it happened. Then I changed my mind. Guess I lied. Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm a liar who lies. Yes, I lied. That one's got some really pretty lyrics, except for at the end there when she goes, I'm a liar who lies. Yes, I lie. That's kind of silly. All right, so I'll do one more for you guys. This one's called Shake, and it's by Salem Wolves, and it goes like this. Nothing is what I deserve, but I'd rather be a lion laying in wait than a lamb laying under the knife. You think you got this place in my bed just cause you smoked the brains from your head, just cause you want it, just cause you want it tonight. Shake. Machine, a little bit faded, a little haunted place. I was looking for this pretty face. Ready for the malice, I was ready to be replaced. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake. Shake. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shake. Shake. Thanks, guys. I'm Gray Bouchard. You can check me out online, facebook.com/Gray Bouchard Music. Salem Wolves. Just put them into various search engines and you should be able to find me. Thank you, DoubleACS, for having me.
Thank you so much, Gray. You were wonderful. As usual, you are, I believe, our 3-time guest.
Three-peat. I love it.
I think you're at the top of our repeats. So
at this point, I might be like taking over hosting soon. So I think that we're like.
I mean, the job is open if you're interested. So we can talk about that later. But again, thank you so much. I have Googled Gray Bouchard, and it is possible. When you Google, you find Gray Bouchard, yes. Gray Bouchard and the Dedications, Salem Wolves. It's all available on the internet. Wow.
Just like Googling. It's amazing.
Yeah. Just like this show, you know, it's all available through the power of the internet to keep everyone safe, including our musicians, but also giving them another platform like an open mic to play music to the people that they normally would be seeing in the bars and the clubs that are not opened right now. So that is why Attleboro Music Box came about, and we appreciate all of the artists who have volunteered their time to perform on Attleboro Music Box, especially Gray Bouchard, who is a three-peat. Our next performer this is her first time, so it's super awesome. I'm so happy that she agreed to come on the show. Tammy Laforest is a musical artist and songwriter, and she's a new sensation to hit the Providence music scene. But she's not really that new because she's been around, and you've probably seen her at some of your favorite places like the Parlor. Her debut record, Copper, exposes her soul in a sonic representation of the poetic perfection, from alternative pop to retro rock to haunting waltzes. Don't miss the pure essence of natural talent, visual and oral beauty that is in her live performances. I've seen Tammy live and she is excellent. So without further ado, I am so excited to bring up Tammy Laforest.
Hello from the other side. You kiss my lips and I'm seeing gray. Make my heart race, I have to stay. I'm paralyzed and I'm on the floor. Don't go away, 'cause I want more. You don't want love, but you have a heart. You cut it off before it starts. You can't say no, 'cause I will say yes. I'll stick around, 'cause you're the best. What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? Is this goodbye, or is this just fun? I do not know, but I might be done. You had my trust, and I had your lust. The trust is gone, but I miss your touch. I'm lost in time. You stopped the clocks and you showed me your broken watch. I'm so confused, I feel abused, but I am used to being used. What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? Take me on a special trip and fill me up with candy. Wrap it up in tissue paper, drop it in the sand, please. Sweet and salty, soapy, messy. Love me like a mountain, fly me like a pilot, and I'll pour out like a fountain. Wrap me up in softness and show me how soft you can be. Watch the fish dance to the music like they were made to be. Save me from my paranoia. You are not a bad man. Cry and tell me that you're sorry. I will understand. What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? Why do you do what you do? That one's called What Am I On? Obviously. This one's called No Easy Way. I don't think I've ever performed this, though I wrote it many, many years ago. There is no easy way to fall in love. Gotta be complicated, or it isn't enough. You gotta tell her she's pretty, have a nice clean car, and buy her drinks when she's at the bar. Buy her flowers, call her on the phone, take her out or you'll be all alone. Oh, you'll be all alone. There is no easy way to fall in love. This ain't no Disney movie where the poor man gets the girl with nothing. He owns nothing, so he'll be all alone. He needs something to call his own. Needs a castle to make her a home. It can't be brick, build it up bricks. Big bad wolf can't get in and get her, and get her. Oh, get her, get the girls she wants. Prince Charming with his chariot. You don't have one and don't you forget. He'll get her, he'll get her, and he'll buy her the pretty glass slipper. He knows the ones she likes. There is no easy way to fall in love. With me. That's not entirely true, though, because I did fall in love one time, and I wrote a song about it. You know that feeling in your body when you found somebody new, it makes you want to change your ways. And you act like you're ready, but you don't really know. And you want to let go of everything in your past. That's what happened to me. It was a nice time. This is called Love Song. I found my soulmate when I wasn't looking. 3 drinks too many, had an open mic. Said something silly and it changed my life. I looked in her eyes and saw my future wife. She was drinking white wine in a bar full of beer, and I felt a connection, but I was full of my gin, and I knew I'd see her again when I was sober. She was kind enough to offer me water. She said she likes to go alone to museums. Alone in museums is my kind of fun. I knew at that moment that she was the one. My search is over, my search is done. I might be losing my mind. Hope I don't scare her away, because she is more beautiful every day. How can it be? How can someone so beautiful become even more beautiful to me? I don't know. I don't know. Candlelight on her face, I can't handle it. The candlelight on the curves of her body, and I feel a feeling I shouldn't feel yet. Like I'll never need anything more. I could build her a house with a picket fence, get us some chickens. I wanna give her everything. I'm clearly smitten when she's in my arms. There is nothing that is missing, and I feel like I am the luckiest person. I might be losing my mind. Hope I don't scare her away, because she is more beautiful every day. How can it be? How can someone so beautiful become even more beautiful to me? I don't know. I don't know. I can't imagine my life without her. The world will never know how funny we are. I can feel myself becoming better with her. And I might be losing my mind. Hope I don't scare her away, because she is more beautiful every day. How can it be? How can someone so beautiful become even more beautiful to me? She is more beautiful every day. How can it be? How can someone so beautiful become even more beautiful to me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Jackson, WCS, for having me.
Yay, Tammy. That was such a beautiful song. And you've rocked this performance. You are a consummate performer, and I love seeing you when I do get to see you live. But because we can't be together live, this was like the next best thing. So thank you so much again. You can find more about Tammy Laforest on the interwebs. She has social media, so you can follow her on Facebook. And she has her own website, so you can find plenty more, including her debut album. Thank you again, Tammy, so much for being on the show. And that song was beautiful. So again, if you're just joining us, this is Attleboro Music Box. We happen every Friday at 6 o'clock live, but you can always go back and check out DoubleACS on YouTube or Facebook and watch any of our previous 6 episodes. And we're going to do more episodes too. So if you are a musician and you are interested in performing on Attleboro Music Box virtually, safely from your home, and you have audio equipment or whatever, and you just want to, share your song with the world, reach out to DoubleACS and, connect with us so that we can send you the link and you can join us just like the performers we've had today. Next up, we have our last performer, and I'm so excited to bring him up. Drew Townson is a veteran rock musician who wears many hats. As an award-winning studio engineer and producer, he's worked on dozens of notable artists and labels with over 70 credits on his resume. Primarily, Drew is known as a versatile lead guitarist and instrumentalist who comfortably surfs a wide range of genres from rock and blues to country, rockabilly, and instrumental. And speaking of surf, Drew's internationally acclaimed surf rock instrumental band, the Derangers, is celebrating 30 years in 2020. So here's to the Derangers for celebrating 30 years. But without further ado, please help me in welcoming Drew Townson.
Thank you, Jade. Oh, let me turn that reverb off while I just chit chat for a second. There's this old skit from years ago. Was it George Carlin? I forget. There was a comedian that used to do a skit with reverb, and he'd be like, "Drew, yes, this is God. God, why are you talking to me? And how do I know it's God? How do I know you're really God? Because I have reverb." So let's just talk for 2 seconds. Thank you, Jade. Most of the time, I'm well known for playing instrumental music with my group, the Derangers. We've been doing it for a long time. We played all over America. And we had a lot of gigs booked at this time of year because this is going to be our 30th. This is our 30th year. But 2020 didn't start out the way we had hoped, unfortunately, for any of us, obviously all of us sharing this issue that's happening right now. And but we did have a lot of really cool gigs that have been canceled. But instead of playing a bunch of Derangers music, which is kind of hard to play instrumentals in this form, I decided to go back to a group I was in a few years ago called Los Texacanos, and we did sort of this South Texas. I spent many years in Texas, and we did this South Texas sort of Tex-Mex rock, very twangy stuff. And so I decided, while I'm here in quarantine, let me see if I can go back and resurrect some of the Los Texacanos stuff. Rarely heard these days. And I think that I'll do a couple of those songs for you. I'm actually in the middle of re-recording some of the tracks from Los Texacanos, so I actually have backing tracks with me. So I'm going to attempt to play along to the backing tracks and give you a couple of these songs. And Jax, I've decided to change the name of the character in this first song in honor of you. So you'll hear a Mexican version of your name in the song. This is about it's called Longhorn Caddy, and it's about a very bad Tejana girl, a Mexican woman who kills a guy and steals his Cadillac, and she's racing to the border of Mexico to get away from the federales, and we'll see if she gets there. That's what this is all about. It's called Longhorn Caddy. There was a longhorn caddy speeding south towards the Rio Grande, going faster than a twister and kicking up the Texas sand. Behind the wheel was a deadly dame, Adelita was her name. Hair is like his Texas crude and lips as hot as flame. She stole that longhorn caddy from her long gone daddy. In her boot was a roll of cash and a 44. Going as fast as she could drive to get to Mexico alive. She'll be drinking margaritas in the morning by the Mayan shore. Like bad mezcal, she was good at messing up your head. She'd be gone, baby, gone, and you'd be tied down to the bed. The cops had found her latest fool, floating in his swimming pool. All his money was gone, and his Cadillac was missing too. Guess who? Yep. She stole that longhorn caddy from her long gone daddy. In her rear view mirror she could see the law in hot pursuit. She was a capital offender, but the girl would not surrender. With a yippee-yi-yay, she pulled a pistol from her boot. She tried to shoot her way out, but the Rangers were in front and back. They had her dead to rights, and they circled like an old coyote pack. About a mile from the Rio Grande, Adelita made her last stand, and she died like Bonnie and Clyde in her Cadillac. Just like Bonnie and Clyde in that longhorn Cadillac. She stole that longhorn caddy from her long gone daddy. She stole that longhorn caddy from her big dead daddy. And now the caddy's full of holes, and the devil's got her soul. She stole that longhorn caddy. 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 It's a fade. It's a fade. Thank you. And in case you don't know what a longhorn caddy is, it'll also be mentioned in the next song. When I was growing up in Texas as a youth, you saw them all the time. These great big Cadillac Eldorados, usually the biggest, longest land yacht caddies, and the Texans would affix a rack of longhorn steer cattle horns on the front of their Cadillacs, and you would see them pretty much every day. It was a thing, not so much of a thing anymore. I wish it was still a thing. But anyway, that was the Ballad of Adelita, and she stole that longhorn caddy, but she didn't quite make it over the border to Mexico. All right, this next one is also a Texican ballad. It's called The Wildcatter's Ball, and let me just give you a little story about what that was. The oil barons of Texas, when they went from cattle ranchers to being oil millionaires practically overnight, because they had all the land, and they started drilling on their ranches, and they hit oil, and they became these high rollers, these drillers, and the ones that were the most riskiest, the wildest, craziest, these crazy Texans that were going to get rich from oil were called the wildcatters. And it was like high risk, high reward, gamble it all, throw every dime into it, and hopefully you're going to strike it rich. So this song is about, and once a year, the ones that did strike it rich would have this big party in Dallas, Texas called the Wildcatter's Ball. And so this is about the Wildcatter's Ball, or it's about a dreamer, a driller and a dreamer, and a would-be wildcatter who is dreaming of his day when he finally gets to go to the Wildcatter's Ball. Dinosaurs of steel in a North Texas field, drawing gasoline from out the earth, and a skyline reaches high, gleaming glass against the sky, so big that you could see it from Fort Worth. There's a bright red neon sign of old Pegasus a-flying, like a beacon in the sky above Big D. And leading into town, very highway wrapping around the Longhorn caddies as they cross the Trinity. They ride from Odessa and Shreveport, Louisiana, Tulsa and Wichita Falls. The high rollers gathered at Denver at the one and only Wildcatter's Ball. It's there beneath the shale. I could strike or I could fail. Every dime I got's been blown into this dream. But if fortune blows my way, all my drilling's gonna pay. I'll be a billionaire by 1953. They ride from Odessa and Shreveport, Louisiana, Tulsa and Wichita Falls. The high rollers gathered again at the one and only Wildcatter's Ball. Well, the stars at night are big and bright, but the long Texas day can drain the color from your sight. When I hit me, that fountain full of black. I'm gonna buy me a brand new Cadillac. I'm gonna drive it across the Rio Grande. I'm gonna buy me a mariachi band. They cry from Odessa and Shreveport, Louisiana, Tulsa and Wichita Falls. The high rollers gather to gamble the land at the one and only Wildcatters Ball. A fist full of cash or a handful of sand, a fountain of black or an unbroken fall. The high rollers gather to gamble the land at the one and only Wildcatters Ball. At the one and only Wildcatters Ball. At the one and only Wildcatters The one and only Wildcatters Ball. Okay, what time is it? How are we doing on time, Jade? Still got a few more minutes. Let me do one more for you. This is one of our instrumentals that we, as my band, the D-Rangers, has toured around for years and years. One of the all-time favorites of our live set is our instrumental cover of one of the great songs of all time, the Wichita Lineman. So this is our all guitar version of the Wichita Lineman. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce the members that played on that. That's a track from my actual group, the Derangers. That's Paul Gallo on the drum kit, who recorded that song in his home studio, actually. And that's Adam Catt on the bass guitar, and the Reverend Al Harper, a.k.a. Alistair Tullamore, on the rhythm guitar. And let's see what time it is. How are we doing? Is it that time, or do we have time for one more? All right, I'll just keep playing until they cut me off. Here's a honky-tonk tear in your beer ballad that I wrote years ago. It's called, and it's another true story, it's called She's the Reason That I Drink. There's a bar stool where I'm gonna sit. There's a shot glass with my name on it. There's a bottle I'm gonna crawl inside to drown the memory of the love that died. She's the reason that I drink, why my life is on the brink. I'm gonna get so gone that I can barely think. She's the reason that I drink. Now that you've heard the chorus, you can sing along next time. It's pretty easy to remember. There's a picture right beside my bed of the girlfriend who dances in my head. So good together, so long ago it seems. Baby's crying, haunts my lonely dreams. Here we go. She's the reason that I drink, why my life is on the brink. I'm gonna get so gone that I can barely think. She's the reason that I drink. Pour me another Johnny Walker Red. I hope he walks that girl right out of my head. Hey there, barmaid, you've got pretty eyes, just like hers. Before I told the lies, before the tears she cried, dear old granddad, sing me a lullaby. It's time to say goodnight. Please turn out the light. Yes, I did her wrong. I know I let her go. Whiskey River, take me slow, lay me low. She's the reason that I drink, why my life is on the brink. It's gonna get so gone that I can barely think. She's the reason. Yeah, she's the reason. She's the reason that I drink. Thank you very much. Stay safe, everybody.
Thank you so much, Drew Townson. You can find Drew on Bandcamp. He is an awesome guy, and he's not bad looking, so I don't know why he was sitting in the dark, but believe me, I've met him in person. He's a real person who plays guitar and a lot of other things. Thank you so much, Drew. That was wonderful. Nice to have a little twang in the air on this Friday night. So thank you so much, Attleboro. This has been the Attleboro Music Box, produced by DoubleACS. We've had a great time. We hope you have too. Wash your hands, wear masks, be safe, and we'll see you next time.